Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. To Brother Isaiah with the Pittsburgh GMS camp, coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachah HaKodash. Lord, willing, this lesson is edifying. And I just got a glimpse of Elder Bernard Zagba in South Carolina, of this lesson that he posted of this guy, you know, doing this little video clip saying Hebrew Israelites answer this question, you know. And, you know, guys like that kind of piss you off, you know, because he thinks that he, you know, when he made that statement, when he came up with that question, he was like, I got him this time. I'm gonna stump these Hebrew Israelites. They ain't gonna, I'm gonna shake their whole faith. They ain't gonna be able to answer this question, you know. And he answered, he posed the question, because he's under the impression that the main basis that we use to believe that we're Hebrew Israelites is Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Now, Deuteronomy 28 and 68 is a big one that we use, but the whole of Deuteronomy 28 contains more than just scriptures about slavery. There are very many indicating signs of who we are. As a matter of fact, the whole Bible bears witness to the spirit of the Israelites. The scriptures say the spirit itself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. You have to understand, there are character witnesses, for lack of a better word, all throughout the scriptures. When you look through the Bible, you see different ways of being, ways of acting, all right, ways of speaking that really kind of line up with how so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans speak. For example, okay, there was a situation where Samuel? No, what's the guy's name with the hair? Shit, it's slipping my mind. That wasn't Samuel. Shit, why can't I remember his name? Salakia, having trouble. But it was the strong Samson. Samson made a statement where he said, "Thou hast plowed with my heifer. Thou hast been plowing with my heifer." Meaning, man, you've been out here questioning my woman, man. You know, you know, he found a clever way of speaking that way. You know, and Jake is known for slang, and that's just a small example. Okay, that's just a small example. How about the fact that the Lord, the scriptures say that the Lord swore by Himself. You know, when it comes to the oath that He made to the Israelites, He put His name on it. He say, that's on me, baby. You know, you got that song, that Yellow Beezy song or whatever, that nigga, you know, that nigga. But the Lord swore by Himself, okay? So He's like, I put that on me, all right? The Lord, hey, man, we are the children of Israel. There's so many examples. Okay, now if we go back to the example of speaking about Deuteronomy 28, it ain't just the slavery. Okay, what about the proverb and the byword? All right, the fact that the guy mentioned the Asians and said, what if the Asians had gone into slavery? Okay, now, if you want to get technical, all nations were subject unto Israelites at one point in time. Okay, so they have gone under slavery under us. Okay, now if you're talking about the transatlantic slave trade, well, if they had gone under under that form of slavery, you know, and that was the worst thing to happen to a people on the earth, then we would be under the impression that Asians were Israelites, because we believe in the prophecies. We believe that the prophecies are true. All right, and according to the prophecy, the scriptures say in there, under the whole heaven have not been done as have been done upon the Israelites. All right, so you can look at all the people in the earth, and out of all them people, nobody has gone under a greater plight, for lack of a better word, under a greater level of turmoil than the so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the biblical Israelites, because the Bible described, you know, the scriptures say, I will send a nation upon thee from afar, whose language thou understandest not. All right, and these Edomites, all right, came from across the world. All right, even when they came to Native America, not Native America, when they came to North America, they had to have Hebrew interpreters in order to speak with the natives. What about that? What about that? You niggas got all these clever things you want to try to come up with. Oh, well, try to answer this question. What about this question? Nigga, how do we get saved? If you ain't a Hebrew Israelite, if you're not an Israelite, what hope do you have? What hope do you have? Because the Bible clearly speaks about the Messiah coming for the Hebrew Israelites, coming for his people to save them. So if you're not one of them, what hope do you have? All right? See, either you don't believe in God at all, or you're disenchanted because somebody rebuked you. And that's probably what happened. Somebody probably got on his ass about eating pork or doing some nigga shit, and he got mad. You know what I'm saying? Well, too bad, man. And Salaki, 1 second. So like I was saying, you probably got disenchanted, because somebody rebuked you, and that's what Jake do, they become scorners, Scripture say you rebuke a wise man, he will love thee. Rebuke a fool, and he will hate thee. All right? And the dude's obviously being foolish. And, he just lacks understanding. Yahweh not imparted unto him understanding. For him to say that that's the only basis we have for being Israelites. No, there's prophecies, man. There's more than that. Slavery is just a big indicator. It's just a big indicator of us being Israel. Scriptures say that we are the salt of the earth. All right? So what about that? Okay? What does salt do? Salt flavors things. Eat salt. Asians ain't got flavor. But there's the Jakes that are among the Asians have flavor. You see what I mean? But Moabites themselves, they flavorless, man. Sandal wearing, bunch of sandal wearing, rat bashing, rat skinning motherfuckers. They ain't shit. But then you got, like I said, then you got the Jake. See, the thing about it, Israel will be scattered as the sands of the sea. You got to consider that as well. All right, and there's portions of people that went through different things, that we believe fit the curses in our Israelites as well, because Scripture said it was scattered. He was scattered us among all nations. All right, he will scatter us among all nations. So you got the Irish. I believe the Irish went into slavery as well. We believe a lot of Irish people are Israelites. So, like for example, Conor McGregor, we believe he's an Israelite based off of his attitude, his spirit. You know what I'm saying? So that's just one example. Hold on. Driving so weird out here. So Jake be on the base level, man. Jake be trying to question his truth, but they don't really have any understanding. Talking about our foundation is quicksand, and we're rooted in the Scriptures, man. Our foundation is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is the Word made flesh. Okay, so our foundation is the Scriptures. So how is our foundation shaky? You're trying to use your own human logic to come up with reasoning of why you feel like the Hebrew Israelites is cults or whatever the hell you want to say, man. You jakes that reject your heritage, man, the Lord's gonna fucking fuck you up, man. I was gonna say more than that, but the Lord's gonna mess you niggas up, man. The Lord's gonna mess you niggas up, and you're gonna know that it was because you came against Him. You're gonna know. The Scripture say, "Them that would not that I should rule over them, bring hither and slay before me." How was I gonna pull out that scythe and chop your dome off, nigga? All right, and it's gonna be a laughable thing, man, because the thing is, we seeking our own salvation with fear and trembling. But when we see niggas like this nigga here coming out with this, this cocky attitude, you Hebrew Israelites can't answer this question. What about if the Asians went into slavery? You talking about some shit that ain't even happened. They didn't go into slavery in a slave trade like we did. In a transatlantic slave trade. All right? Which is prophecy. And furthermore, The Israelites, see, this is the thing about it. The Israelites were held under a strict curse. It tells you in Deuteronomy 28, it tells you around verse 15, if I'm not mistaken, if you do not hearken unto the words of the Lord thy power to serve him with all thy strength, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee, until thou be destroyed. And as a people, your nigga ass people is destroyed. Our women destroyed. Our communities destroyed. Alright? Jake killing each other, betraying one another on a high level, through and destroyed. Just like the curses, which are prophecies. The curses are prophecies. People don't fail to realize that. Okay, and then furthermore, you got the book of Genesis. You got the book of Genesis where it speaks of the blessings that will be upon the sons of Israel in the last days. All right, when Jacob blessed his sons. And then you got, I believe it's when Moses was speaking about what the state of the different tribes would be in the end times. Those are more prophecies outside of Deuteronomy 28. See, niggas think we just got Deuteronomy 28. No, brother. It's more than that. But you ain't a brother. You a nigga. All right? But no, nigga. It's more than that. It ain't just that, you know. And the Lord had to bring them to my remembrance through the Spirit as I speak, you know. Because, you know, this is a very interesting topic. I just got to kind of click on the brother's video. And then I had to come right back out the house to come get something. I got off work, had to grab something and go out and buy something real quick. But, you know what I'm saying? Nevertheless, you know, this is a very interesting topic, you know. The Lord have these niggas come out too so that the body can be edified, because it puts you in the mindset of, well, okay, now let's get more in depth and focus on what are the other ways that we prove that we're Israelites, because there's more than Deuteronomy 28. As I just mentioned, you know, those other two prophetic situations in Genesis. Okay, those exist. All right. So, you know, it's definitely gonna make me go and finish watching the brother's video and look up some more angles. All right. But you know, hey man, even when you go into the Apocrypha, you know, what about we are still in captivity. The scriptures say we are yet this day in our captivity, but we are made subject unto payments. All right, subject unto payments. All right, to this day, you don't own anything. You don't outright own anything. You own a house, quote unquote, and then you got that house on a piece of land that you quote unquote own. Guess what? You paying land taxes. And guess what'll happen if your nigga ass don't pay them taxes? Oh, they'll put a lien on your house, and eventually they'll take your shit. And they'll put a lien on your house to the point where if you try to sell it, that tax money got to come out before it can change hands. You gonna get that full money. You got to pay them taxes off. So is you really free, nigga? You still a slave. Like the scripture said that you would be. You know? And I can't really think of too many other things, but I know there's more. You know, I just feel it in my spirit. I know there's more that I can go into. There's only so much. You're limited when you do an in transit to what you can really go into. All right, but those two should suffice for now. All right, when Jacob told the blessings of his sons, and then when Moses spoke about the status of the tribe of Israel in the last days. All right, those are two other prophecies that prove that we are the Israelites, man. Alright? So, you niggas ain't gotta stick to stand on. Alright, when they come to these scriptures, man. You're gonna lose every time. Horribly. Yeah, so Genesis 49 is where Jacob speaks about what was gonna happen to his sons in the last days. Alright? And we know that when we go into these different precepts, okay, that these represent the new tribe, the different tribes, man. Different tribes of Israel. They fit us. So-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? see. Simeon and Levi are brethren. Instruments of cruelty are in their habitations. And see, this is the thing too. You know, before I even go into these prophecies, because we go into these and they're spiritually discerned. All right, and this is how we prove through the spirit of who we are. But niggas can't receive the spirit. You know, this will just be edification, which this is an in-depth lesson. I'm probably not gonna go into this right now. But niggas, you could go through it, you could break it down, but niggas like that, one can't get it through their thick skull because it's spiritually discerned, and these niggas have not the spirit of the Lord, so they can't receive it. So it's a waste of time for them to explain it to them. Now, brothers can get further edified, and if the Lord put the spirit on me to go through this breakdown again, you know what I'm saying, brush up on it and do a lesson, then I will. But I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it up there, man. You know, there's more than just the slavery scriptures of how we prove that we're Israelites, all right? But these niggas, they're going to go through and say what they want to say. You know, it is what it is. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, B'Shem Yahweh Shai, B'Shem Rachah HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. With that, I want to say Shalom. Shalom.